Welcome you as we celebrate Mental Wellness Month, and it's all about you, children, community, and culture. Let's give it up for yourselves. We're very proud of every organization represented tonight, every school that's out here, every artist that spent time preparing, that was here on time, every parent that made sure that they got their kids here, and every person who paid for an Uber to get here. We want to thank you for celebrating Mental Wellness Appreciation Month with us here at the Harold Washington Cultural Center. Here at the Harold Washington Cultural Center, we have a 1,000-seat theater, a full-service recording studio, a video editing lab, and we have 4 dance studios, a double-story atrium as you see out there, and we're really, really proud of the programming that we offer here. So we really want to have you continue to join us here at the Harold Washington Cultural Center for not only just programs that we do throughout the year like this, but join some of the classes that we have. We have theater classes, we got tap dance classes, we got some of everything. And yes, we are hiring, so just find the table out there that says Mad Rhythms and get the information for young people ages 16 to 24. Just want to make sure we say that. Note keeping, when it's time for you, if you need to enter and exit throughout that door there. We want you to make sure that we keep these aisles clear and safe. We're doing a taping here today, so feel free to take pictures, grab little snippets as you want to, that's cool. But please, from our program producer, Mental Health Meets Hip Hop.
Has a lot to say about Chicago. Talk about our neighborhoods, about the violence. They never talk about the good, or potential good. The good that can be in the bad, or the bad that can be good. Sometimes you have to change your perspective with it. And sometimes with changing your perspective, you need other individuals to assist. That's what we call community. That's what we call care. That's what we call unity. And that's exactly who we are. Telling our stories. Just like the essence of hip hop. But we are the mental health professionals from the communities. And we for the communities. We are Mental Health Meets Hip Hop.
I never tried to fit in, they steady trying to break me, but I never let them get in. Just
you got a lot of underground rappers listening to you right now, man. You gotta go hard.
listen.
A lot of whack underground
I
rappers.
got much on that. Before I played with sticks, I was mapping out them figures.
We got enough people out here down anyway, man. Check this out. You know what I'm saying? Some journal. Mental health meets hip hop, bro. Check this out, bro.
Yeah, mental health session?
Yeah, for sure. Alright, get in tune with that. Yo. How y'all feeling?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mental Health Meets Hip Hop. Are y'all having a good time tonight? All right, I'm your host, Toucan.
And I'm Big Swan.
Now, if this is your first time at a Mental Health Meets Hip Hop event, this is a space where music and mental health creatives come together and we make something beautiful happen. All right, we're going to discuss mental wellness. But before we get into the live performances, the panels, all the people you came here to support, let's talk about the journey that this movement has been on.
Okay, Mental Health Meets Hip Hop was founded in 2019 by mental health professional Tati and recording artist. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a little second. My bad. Let me do that again. Let me get loose. I gotta get loose, y'all. My bad. Mental Health Meets Hip Hop was founded in 2019 by hip hop artist and mental health professional Miss Tati, with the goal of making mental health education accessible, culturally relevant, and easy to understand by using hip hop to break down the stigma and around mental wellness. The organization has worked with schools like Elaine Locke, Drake Elementary, local organizations like Dorothy Genius Summer Camp and Gary Coleman Youth Center, and institutions such as City Colleges of Chicago, Blue Cross and Blue Shield, and Discover Card.
All right, now, Mental Health Meets Hip Hop have been sparking conversations all over Chicago in just a few years, including events like the Bud Billiken Parade. Has anybody been to the Bud Billiken Parade? I'm gonna need a little bit more energy than that.
Come
all
on,
right?
y'all.
This
Y'all
is
get a
event where
little
black
more.
people come together and we do our thing. We discussing things that's gonna expand, that's gonna elevate our community, all right? So let's keep this energy going all night, all right? So, in 2022, the movement went global and launched a curriculum in Ghana at the University of Environment and Sustainable Development through the Dorothy Genius STEM Camp, teaching children worldwide the importance of music and mental wellness and hip hop.
And tonight we're going to be continuing that legacy and amplifying the message of healing and empowerment through music and community. So let's celebrate this incredible journey and keep the momentum going. Thank you for being a part of the change. Let's get the show started, y'all.
Y'all ready for the first performance? Y'all make some noise, give me some
Come on,
energy.
y'all. Clap it up, clap it up.
All right, y'all, this young man is a rapper and an entrepreneur from the West Side. He has sold out over 20 shows. He has toured all over the city and other cities as well. And he has a new single coming out on Valentine's Day called Cuffy. Y'all give it up for Taco!
Let's go.
Check, check. 1, 2, 3, sing. Love what they say and I stand down. I love what they say and I stand down. I love what they say and I stand down. I love what they say and I stand down. Down. I love what they say and I stand down. Love what they say and I stand down. I love what they say and I stand. I love what they say and I stand down. Love what they say and I stand down. I love what they say and I stand down. I love what they say and I stand down. I love what they say and I listen. Look, I love what they say and I stay down. I stood on my 10, never laid down. I was broke now, paid now. Bear with me all of my face. Now, my brother not fighting no case now. I promise this, better stay out. We ballin' like we in the play. Grim, I'm killing these, they know that. They taking them shots, call it cold that. But love what they say, we ain't on. That. And y'all in they feelings, they hate now. I pull up, they put in they face down. Harley Whippin' said. I love what they say and I stay down. I love what they say and I stay down. I love what they say and I stay. Hey. Love what they say and I stay down. I love what they say and I stay down. Love what they say and I stay down. I love what they say and I stay down. Listen. Look, I'm down with my city, y'all know that. I got y'all all on my ball cap. These women, they all on my. Hey, tell all my haters to fall. Bang. All the fake love is a no-no. Cause we get this next for the promo. I got the truth with my love. Go. Hey, but what they saying, I stay down. I'm never cut my brains out. I'm finally catching my way. Now. They all in they feelings, they hate now. I pull up, they put in they face down. All these women say. I love what they say and I stay down. Love what they say and I love what they say and I stay down. Love what they say and I stay down. I love what they say and I stay down. I love what they say and I stay down. Love what they say and I love what they say and I love what they say and I stay down. I love what they say and I stay. I go by the name of Taco. I appreciate y'all mental health. Meet your pop. Let's go.
Okay.
I do motivational speaking. I host a lot of events. I've done a lot of things in the community, and I love hip hop. It's something that I listen to every day. I'm here today representing a couple people, and I'm here with a lot of great people backstage. And I know today we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna listen to some great music. We're gonna get our mental health right. Not only are we gonna have a good time with music, but we also gonna listen to some positive words. And so we're gonna start it off with some great music from one of my friends. She's always out here in the community. She's always out here doing great things.
Okay.
Her fit game is always on point.
Okay.
When the news people say it's getting like you gonna have rain, it's because she's stepping outside. 'Cause it's getting too drippy. You can't get near her, or you gonna get wet. It's gonna be a waterfall. Just, all over you. So you gotta get ready and get your hands together. Start clapping. But my friend, Big Mouth Boy.
What's going on, Harold Washington? How y'all feeling? Yeah, I go by the name of Big Mouth Bo. I'm from the south side of Chicago. Chicago, make some noise. We in the building, right?
Make some noise, Chicago. Bo, what up?
Cut from different cloths. Heard it from the source. It's poison in the grapevine. Probably best to cut it off. But I was raised and brought up, just accept them how they are. And who am I to not follow suit what I was taught?
Yes.
See, I was reaching hard, had to watch them set the bar. I was standing on my toes, I was reaching with my arms. If you see me grin, you think you're peeping at the stars. But I'm just seeking God, I need them deep within my heart. Me giving up, can't imagine that. Best times of my life hasn't even happened yet. Used to have blurred vision, similar to cataracts. Daydreaming, riding in my granddaddy's Cadillac. Matter of fact, I remember old days like new. It's like I've been here before, I've got deja vu. I'm hearing you here for me, hearing the different stories, but in the end I can conclude that that's just not true. When it comes to the bars, you know it's crunch time. Remember getting bullied for my sneakers in the lunch line. Started getting serious, wasn't no more fun time. What they say, every dog will have his day sometime. I remember days I was broke, with no cash in my pocket. Had a dream, had a vision, I knew how to unlock it. On my mark, set my goal, wouldn't let nobody stop me. I'ma handle my business, yo, that's words of my partners. I've been chasing the stars, playing my part, learning my role, playing my cards. What else does it take? I only fight to the death when my heart is at stake. And I may slide, slip, and fall, but I'll never break. And I was rolling in cars, homeless and all, no food to eat, phone went in charge, my friends turned fake. Now I'm looking at my life like, is this my fate? Or is God simply using me to test my faith? And I say, hey, and I say that prayer's been replacing my correcting mistakes. And I take a deep breath with every step that I take. And I just pray it ain't my homies laying under that tape. And I say, I say that prayer's been replacing my correcting mistakes.
Yes.
And I take a deep breath with every step that I take. And I just pray it ain't my homies laying under that tape. Cause I was cut from different cloths. Heard it from the source, clap. Heard it in the...
Put your hands together.
To cut them off.
Hey.
But I was raised and brought up, just accept them how they are.
Go.
And who am I to not follow suit what I was taught?
Go.
See, I was reaching hard, had to watch him set the bar.
Damn.
I was standing on my toes, I was reaching with my arms. And if you see me grin, you think you're peeping at the stars. But I'm just seeking God, I need him deep within my heart. That's my time, y'all. I go by the name of Big Mouth Bo. I love y'all, mental health meets hip hop. Shout out to Drake Dragons, DJ KC, Leon, man.
Y'all make some noise.
One of them is prevalence of mental health issues. A 2021 survey by the Chicago Department of Public Health found that 1 in 5 CPS students reportedly feeling so sad or hopeless that they stopped doing some usual activities that they enjoy in the past 2 weeks, which is a common indicator of depression. All right, so that's one of them.
And I'm gonna start with the second one, which is school-based mental health services. As of 2020, CPS provided mental health services for over 12,000 students. Through school-based social workers, psychologists, and counselors, the district had a commitment to increase the number as part of their response to growing mental health concerns in schools.
So those were the first two, and then we're gonna give you more, but until then.
Y'all ready for the next performance?
I
I need y'all a little louder that y'all ready for the next performance. This for these babies, man. This for the future. I want y'all to give it up for Kai from the Shop.
Let's
Make
go,
some
y'all. Give
noise.
it up.
Y'all make some noise. Come from the shop. Whoa.
Where the kids at? Where the kids
Where
at?
they at?
Where the kids at?
Hey.
Where the kids at?
Yo.
Where the kids at? Where the kids at? Yeah. Where the kids at?
Where the kids at?
The kids, it's time to dance, cause we just got out of school. Finna kick it with our friends, cause we didn't break the rules. I might pop out in some Gucci. All the kids think I'm cool. Finna call up all my friends, yeah, we finna act the fool.
Let's go.
My name is Kat, and you know I'm from the Shack. Grab a friend and take their hand, come and join us on this ride. Put your left hand in the air, put your right hand in the sky. Move your hands from left to right, rock your hips from side to side. Go, go, where the kids, where the kids, where the kids?
Let's go.
There they is, there they is, there they is. Let's go. Yeah, we lit, yeah, we lit, yeah, we lit.
Yeah, we lit.
This a hit, this a hit, this a hit, this a hit.
Go Cal, go Cal, go Cal, go Cal, go Cal. Whoa. Hey. Say that. Go Cal, go Cal, go Cal, go Cal. Whoa. Whoa. Y'all make some noise. She went crazy.
The risk, according to 2019 Youth Risk Behavior Surveys, 8.5% of high school students in CPS reported attempted suicide in the past year, which is above the national average by 6.9% from high school students.
All right, that's one. We got another performance. We just had Kai from the Shy. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Kai.
Let's go, Kai. Whoa.
Get hype.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Walking through the hall at school, I got my cousin with me. Walk out the Lego store, one rock, 12, 50, brand new PS5, ain't enough for me to get.
What else?
Made my mama rich before she turned 50. I couldn't even walk, first time I got a mic. If you want a book, you gotta pay the price. Grab a cup of juice and fill it up with ice.
Whoa.
Feel like Super Saiyan, cause yeah, I love my life. In the park flipping, yeah. Got my god sister and my cousin with me.
Yes.
7 years old, but I stand on business. Playing hide and seek, I'ma go missing. At my grandma's house, with Tyrone fishing. Put me to the money, I'ma go get it. On my age in school, yeah, I really win it.
Yes.
5 different book bags, they switching.
5 bags.
Love my daddy, love my granny,
Yeah.
love my family.
Yeah.
Smart in school,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Follow rules,
Yeah.
you all knew. Walking through the hall at school, I got my cousin with me. Walked out the Lego store, one rock, 12, 50. Brand new PS5, ain't nothing for me to get it. Made my mama rich before she turned 50.
50.
I couldn't even walk, first time I got a mic.
What else?
If you want a book, you gotta pay the price.
Let's go.
Grab a cup of juice and
Fill it up with ice.
I feel like Super Saiyan, cause yeah, I love my life.
Light.
Make sure y'all follow my Instagram. It's Kai's World. I'm on all the social media.
All right, y'all, we have one more performance from our kids stage, but before we get into that, I want to talk about the disparities in mental health access, all right? Data from the Chicago Public Schools annual report, this is from 2021, shows that students from lower income neighborhoods and community of color face greater barriers to accessing mental health services and resources, with significant disparities in service availability between different schools from across this district. So that's your 4 key statistics of children and mental health.
Y'all ready for another performance?
This young lady from the South Side, where we at? Woo!
Put y'all hands together for Zaya Janae.
Her new single photo shoot.
Let's get it.
How you feeling tonight, Chicago? Y'all feeling all right? Okay, well, I'm gonna test the energy just a little bit. Over here, if you feeling good, say it. And over here, if you looking real good, looking real fly, say it. Okay, now who in here wanna be a part of spreading awareness of mental health and hip hop? All right, me too. This song I'm performing tonight is called A City's Cry. I wrote it. It was influenced by all the killings that happened last summer. Before it was hot outside, people started inflicting violence on people. So this is about loving on each other and also valuing what we're putting into the young people's ears out here. This is The City's Cry. Let's go.
People need to put the guns down. Touch your name all around town. I ain't trying to be murdered by no stupid goofy trying to make a name. Cause I'm just trying to make a name. Has the city gone insane now? Why we know for shooting murder when we could just murder them? Politicians around me dirty. Police around me dirty. Judges be handing out mad sentences for not violent offenses dirty. Like damn, can I get a two-over? I just had to cool over. Now I'm sending flowers to bam, mama. Cause homie got blew over. Sword in my pocket, the damn change. The beast I've been eating is my thing. Only thing never leader in the hood. If you sell a walk, don't mama crying while the truth is. Typical cycle of hurricane. Now put your hands in the air.
Put them up, let's go.
Right now, in this time, we need to bring out the light, cleanse our talk. Yeah. Tired of all the commotion, tired of all the reckless emotion. Right here, right now, in this time, we need to bring out the light, cleanse our talk. Tired of all the commotion, tired of all the reckless emotion.
Let's go.
Now I need your help on this last part. Some of y'all can sing.
People need to put the guns down. Touch your name all around town. I ain't trying to be murdered by no stupid goofy trying to make a name now. Cause I'm just trying to make a name now. Has the city gone insane now? Why we know for shooting murder when we could just murder the game now? People need to put the guns down. Touch your name all around town. I ain't trying to be murdered by no stupid goofy trying to make a name now. Cause I'm just trying to make a name now. Have the city gone insane now? Why we know for shooting murder when I could just murder the game now?
Another violent weekend in Chicago.
Thank you guys again. My name is
Mental health, and it's really shifting. Hip hop culture is evolving into a space where emotional authenticity can be celebrated, not shunned. It's no longer about surviving, but thriving through community, expression, and self-reflection.
I feel that. We have a panel, our first panel of the night happening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to bring up our moderator, Dr. Obari Cartman, who is a community psychologist and author who uses culture and arts to work with young black men to enhance emotional intelligence, critical thinking, and activism. Here to moderate our panel about mental health with children, y'all give it up for Dr. Obari Cartman.
peace, family. Good to see y'all. Thanks. Let's give it up for Tati for pulling us all together. She around here somewhere. Miss Tati is doing a brilliant job making all this happen. Having mental health conversations is not depressing. You got to be able to have fun while we're having conversations too. So appreciate y'all for being here tonight. I'm gonna bring up my panelists. We got a short amount of time. As I read their bios, I want them to come to the stage. First brother I want to introduce is brother Zachariah Kadeem. He had a BA in Nutritional Sciences, a certified nutritionist and functional exercise trainer. Looking forward to having a conversation about how food and diet impacts our mental health. Thanks, brother Zachariah. Brother Reggie Carter is coming up next. Reggie Carter is a mental health professional with 5+ years of experience in settings like correctional facilities and substance abuse centers. He holds 2 master's degrees. One was boring for him. He said, I'm gonna get another one from Adler University, and has worked with trauma and grief organizations in Chicago and in Houston, H-Town. Welcome, Brother Reggie. Next, we have Dr. Dorothy Jean Tillman II. She's an internationally recognized tech and arts enthusiast, a public speaker, a community leader, and mental health advocate. In 2023, at the age of 17, she successfully defended her dissertation to earn a doctoral degree in integrated behavioral health from Arizona State University. Dr. Tillman is the founder and CEO of Dorothy Jean STEM Leadership Institute. Welcome, Doc. Good to have you on stage. And last but not least, we have Kylie, a 6th grade student, a CPS student from John B. Drake Elementary School. She got her own fan club here. She got support here from her peoples. And we finna have an amazing conversation about youth, mental health, and the challenges that our young people face. Since Kylie is sitting right next to me, I'm gonna start with you. I'm actually really impressed that a 6th grader is so bold and courageous to be able to sit here on the panel with these adults in front of this auditorium of people. So thank you so much for being here. You are my inspiration today. So let's start with you. So you're in 6th grade, and we're having conversations about mental health and music specifically. So I'm curious to know, as a 6th grader, how you are managing your mental health in a world full of social media, TikToks, music that isn't always necessarily good for our mental health. There are artists that adults like me have concerns about getting into your ears. A Meg Thee Stallion, if you will, a Sexy Red, if you will, City Girls. So I think they make adult music, but sometimes 6th graders get access to them. How are you making sense of a world like that? How do you keep yourself sane when there's so many influences coming at you to try to disrupt your wellness?
I feel like, as a 6th grader, I feel like we shouldn't be listening to music like that. And how I cope with it is like, I like to listen to like slow music that like actually pours something into me instead of like having a bad influence on me.
Slow music, like what? Who you listening to?
Like, I be listening to like some Summer Walker or something like that. Like the good songs, not the. Let's just keep that way.
Okay.
And I be listening I also listen to Jhené Aiko.
Yeah.
But it's because I like music that like I can write in a journal to if I need to get like how I feel.
You write journals in
like
6th grade by yourself, not for school, not for grades, just because it helps you?
Yeah, and I use journals in school too.
Okay, I love it. So one last question, I'm gonna come back to you soon. But what if all of your friends are listening to the stuff that you say is unhealthy? How do you deal with the peer pressure of not being, I don't know, called lame if all your friends doing something that they're saying and stuff?
So how I would deal with it is like, I just like tell them like I don't want to do it. I will stick up for myself. I'm not gonna let nobody like have a bad influence on me because I feel like I should be able to do that as a 6th grader, and I'm not the type of person that lets somebody peer pressure me into doing something that I'm not supposed to do.
I love that. We're going to come back to you on the student council, so we want to hear more about some of the issues that young people are having. But we're not talking to a future leader, we're talking to a current leader. So we got to give her respect for being here right now. Thank you so much for your insight. Next, brother Zachariah. So we've been talking about mental health. So we talk about the brain, we talking about the emotions, but there's also a body that we connected to. So there's a mind, body, spirit connection to our wellness. Help us understand about nutrition. What's the connection between nutrition and our mental health?
Simply put, hello. Okay, there we go.
First of all, just simply put it, what we consume, anything that we consume is basically, what gives us an output. If you simply just put it in layman's, putting water inside of a car isn't going to make the car go. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people put regular gas in their car, but you want to compare it to putting premium gas in your car. So if we continue to put things like processed foods into our body, the sugars might get us the energy, but further down the road, things like inflammation and things like that will kind of like alter our DNA to a sense. So it's just important to understand what we're consuming and putting into our bodies.
I get it. Easy to say, hard to do. What are the strategies to implement a healthier diet in neighborhoods that might not have access to grocery stores? And when we so inundated with the sugary, with the dyes, like how do you actually do it in a way that's not like nasty too? Like how do you do it in a way that's delicious and fun and realistic?
Okay, I will say, one thing I learned is connecting the knowledge of the past and allowing knowledge from the past to be, absorbed in modern times. So the biggest thing we have are cell phones. We have cell phones, right? When we go into shops and supermarkets, gas stations, or whatever, on the back of these products are nutritional labels. So with these phones, we should literally, and I mean literally, look at the labels and research what we're putting into our bodies. The information will leave 80 to 90% in this room astonished if we use the tools that we already have and the labels and information that lies in front of our face. If we combine those components, we can learn more about what we're eating, and once we take that step as a whole, we can see a difference.
I'm gonna come back to you. I love that. I wanted to hear later about what that has to do with things like depression, anxiety, substance use, how the food connects to those specific mental health disorders. Brother Reggie, you are a therapist, you're a counselor, you work in correctional facilities. Help us figure out how to deal with the stigma still that some people have around coming to someone like you as a therapist. Some people still feel like they think that they're crazy, so if they need help, they think something's wrong with them if they need help. How do you deal with getting people just in the room to receive your services beyond sort of the things in our culture that make us feel like we got to keep our secrets, stays in the house, those kind of things are still happening. How do we get past the current, still existing stigma around coming to therapists?
Yeah, absolutely. I would definitely say, stuff like this, Mental Health Me Hip Hop. Yeah. It's a great way to get the news out there and let people know that, you don't have to just be crazy or anything like that to seek therapy or anything like that. You can just be your normal self, but everybody goes through things, and it's okay to sit down and talk to somebody about it. And I think one of the most important things, that, especially what I do and what other therapists can do, is just make that safe space for people. Yeah. Come in and talk with whatever you want to talk about today. It doesn't have to necessarily be the certain trauma that's going on. Yeah. The certain trauma that's going on in your life or anything like that. If you want to just come and talk about how your boss talked to you at work that day, or how this went that day, it can look a lot of different ways, but just creating that safe space for people is probably the most important part, so that they can come talk about anything, not just you're crazy or anything like that.
And it's dope, so they get to the room and they come and they see you. You're a young black dude, you look like them, you're from the neighborhoods. But sometimes people need help, they seek out a therapist, but they end up on somebody's waiting list, right? So we're talking about getting therapy. We don't have the same access to therapists. We got more police officers in some of the schools than counselors. And so how do we deal with the access problem where there's a bunch of people in the audience, and if they all came up to you to get on your list, you would say, I don't have space for everyone. How do we deal with creating more therapists? And in the meantime, what can people do that might not have access to a therapist without insurance or somebody that can go to? What are things that people can do on their own just to help maintain some balance and mental health? What are the resources that people can have access to if they can't get to you?
That's a great question. Definitely, sometimes you get called a unicorn in this field as a black male in the field, definitely. So I know it can definitely be challenging finding someone that looks like you in this type of field. But they have different apps that they have available right there. They can teach you coping skills or different things.
You got
like
names
that.
of apps? You got specific
Better
apps
Health.
that you liked? Okay.
Yeah, I love Better Health. I use Better Health, Headspace. They have different coping skills that you can use your phone on YouTube to watch if you want to do something like that to kind of help you cope. as well. And, you know, also look inside your own community. You know, there's many different organizations on the South Side, West Side. Some organizations that I work with right now are building a space to help with mental health, especially for African Americans in the community, for the community, for sure.
Beautiful, beautiful. We'll come back to you. I'm gonna move on to Dr. Tillman. I love calling you doctor right now. It's just so much fun to call someone that looks so young and cool and fresh a doctor right now. So I want to hear more about the journey into your academic excellence. You are a certified genius, and part of what you've had to do to get to where you are at such a young age has had, I'm sure, lots of challenges, and that have maybe come in to disrupt your mental health. What are some things that you have learned to do to help other students that are going through school? They get frustrated, that have teachers that might say things that they don't like, that go through the stress of the academic process. How have you remained yourself, right? Kept your identity and groundedness, and also stayed sane while going through institutions that aren't designed to keep us sort of well and safe?
I think that's a great question. I think that in my time in school, it wasn't easy, like for sure, that's definitely correct, to like keep my sanity and to like, you know, just keep things smooth mentally. And I think that first and foremost, like eventually understanding that that's how life is in general, like even if you're dealing with something extra traumatic at the moment, or life is just like boring and there's nothing specifically, you know, going on, life is going to ebb and it's going to flow, and things are going to feel different at different times, you know. So always remembering that things aren't going to last forever was definitely something that like kept me going and kept me grounded. But I think over time it was hard to like stay grounded completely. Like there were moments where like I did like float away and have to like bring myself like back down. And I think having a good village is definitely important, but that's also something that you hear all the time. And that's something that everyone really just does not have access to. And even when you do have access to it at one point, at another point you may not, or you may feel like you don't. And you may feel like you cannot like talk to anyone, or no one has like a specific understanding in what you're going through. And in those moments, it is important to have something to, you know, a lot of people call it like an emotional tool belt, you know, a tool belt of things you can reach in and grab and fix up a loose screw of what is going on.
Can you share some of the things in your tool belt?
Some of the things in my tool belt, I think I would say, is first feeling my emotions. Like I'm a Pisces, like there's a lot of water signs in my big three, so you know, like I feel my emotions. Yeah. And so like I think I definitely feel my emotions and I get them out, but I also don't dwell in them or don't delude myself into thinking that that cycle is going to continue. I let the joy like happen when it wants to. Like I think I speak for everyone when I say like we all want to know if that bear from earlier does bookings, and moments like that help my mental health very deeply. Because you know, getting to laugh with a stranger that I met that, you know, is just sitting next to me about a random thing that is going on. I definitely think that being an extrovert has helped me stay grounded personally, because getting out there in the world and seeing what your community has to offer and understanding what other people have to offer and not just being in your own head all the time, especially as a very analytical person, definitely like helps the most.
I love it. One more quick question and we'll come back to Kylie. So when you think about a doctor, right, we have images of what scholarship looks like, and for a lot of us, if we really are honest, we think about old white man as the pinnacle of like success and intellect. But you ain't that, right? So that means you've had to break barriers. You've had to go where people have not gone before. You're a trailblazer in ways, which means that there's pressure also. And so I imagine there are a bunch of other leaders in the room who have ideas and visions to do something that no one's done before, to go places that might be lonely because there's no competition, there's no community there yet. How have you dealt with being the first to do something that no one's done before? We're about to have Black History Month, people celebrating the first, but you one of them. You the current right face of our current history and our future history. You're the only 17th doctor I've ever met, right? So what is it like to deal with the pressure of going out, stepping out on faith and courage and doing something that you hadn't seen before and creating a new mode for yourself? What pressure comes with that, and how do you release that?
I think that pressure, the same as something like embarrassment, is just really a lot about perspective, and it really doesn't exist to hold you back if you yourself aren't perceiving it. And I think that that perspective on the people in our world who are doctors or who are completing things young or who are completing things as, you know, Black women or men, I think that's all a matter of perspective. I think I've seen multiple people do it because I wanted to seek that out. Like I was looking for that, but I don't think that, you know, that is always a possibility. And I think at times, you know, there might be something so specific you want to do that there is nobody that has ever done it before. But I think there might always be somebody that is looking for somebody to do it first. And there's somebody who is looking for that representation or who is looking for that inspiration. And I think that that's why STEAM in my camp caught on. Even though STEM is what we hear a lot of, adding that art in to balance things out and to show that one can go hand in hand with another broaden the perspective, and I think, you know, like let a lot of people feel like it was more approachable.
I love it. Thank you. We're going to have time for maybe 1 or 2 questions from the audience. I don't want to hog their time. I could ask their questions all day. But we're going to make sure this is interactive. This is a community space. I want to come back to Kylie and then Zachariah, the question that I asked you before. But I want to ask you to speak to the adults in the room, Kylie. There are adults in the room who might not have access to spaces where young people are thinking and talking and sharing, and there's a generational divide. And you are on the student council at your school, right? So you are already thinking about what are some of the other problems that your peers are having that y'all can address inside of the school, which hopefully translates to you changing things in the world that are problems, when we got lots of them too, so we're gonna need your help. But what are some of the things that you are experiencing that your friends are saying they're having trouble with? What are some of the issues of the young people that you want the adults to know about that they might not have any idea because of the generational gap?
I feel like a lot of kids have like mental health problems because like they don't have nobody to talk to, and I feel like as adults, like y'all should have to like come to your child like in the like a comfortable space. Like don't come at them like, oh, like you just like coming at me like come
correct, girl.
Yeah, like they want to listen, like they want to fix it.
What are some of the issues? I mean, is bullying a thing? Is social media fighting is a thing? Is it violence a thing? What are some of the things that, as a 6th grader, you can help them with?
I feel like bullying is a thing because it's a verbal bullying. Like I feel like they want to talk about like what they got on, like what shoes they got on, or like how their clothes look, like or their facial features, like some and stuff like that. And I feel like as like a student council representative, I could actually try to fix that by like listening and trying to bring it to a trusted adult that like their trusted adult, or if they want to come at them by themselves, then I could be there to support.
I love it. Zachariah, I've got one more question. We're going to open the floor just for 1 or 2 questions, and we're going to move back to the performances. The food, the diet, what does that have to do with depression? How does what you eat change your brain chemistry, change your mood in good or bad ways?
To basically simply put it once again, we basically have bacteria that's actually in our gut. We have good and bad bacteria. So we can choose to feed the bad bacteria, or we can choose to feed the good bacteria. And that same bacteria in your gut, the good and bad bacteria, it definitely determines the mood that you do or do not want to have. So to simply put it, what you put in your body is gonna, basically determine your mood. And there's a connection from your gut to your heart and to your brain. Those 3 things work in alignment.
Beautiful, I love it. We got time for 1 question. Anybody have any burning question that y'all have for any of these panelists? Anything that y'all wanted to ask of them? We got some experts of a range of topics and ages on this.
Please.
It's a unique opportunity. Don't miss that. Thank you.
Yes, how you doing? My name is Charles. I am an advocate of mental health. I want to ask you a question. Where do mental illnesses derive from? Where do they come from? Certain individuals think it's just a figment of your imagination. Does it come from the food you eat, by you being in nutrition? Does it come from the childhood trauma that you've been through? You know, growing up in an environment to where ain't nothing but drugs and violence. Where do mental illnesses come from?
Yes, all of those things.
Literally.
Yeah, definitely. All
Yes,
of
yes, it's a combination.
A combination of all of them.
Literally. Genetics. All
So
of
in
it.
my field, most mental illnesses usually come from either childhood trauma, or they can also stem from an underlying disease or a different aspect like that. Something that could be passed down from a family member on to you as well. You know, that's generally where mental illnesses can come from. But not just childhood trauma, but you can also develop a mental illness as an adult as well.
And I'm gonna add, it also can come from living in a foreign territory when people are constantly trying to attack you, like America. Just the day-to-day of being black in this place. So thank y'all. I love the question. We're gonna wrap here. Let's give the panelists a chance to share their information, how we can find out about the STEM camp. If you have websites or Instagram, so we can ask more questions of you and get back to some of the performers.
Yes, everyone can find my information on Dorothy Genius. That's my website, JeaniusDorothyGenius. All platforms.
Yes, you can also find me on Instagram at Cartier Carter 95, or you can also go to mentalhealthmeetshiphop.com. I'm also on there as well.
You all can also reach me on Instagram under ZACHARYIAH_TBM. And also, just as he said, you know, I definitely am collaborating with Mental Health Meets Hip Hop, so we can always, you know, commute and connect through them as well.
And in 15 years, y'all can vote for Kylie, which is running for Congress. Let's give them a hand. Give them a wonderful hand. Thank y'all so much. Kylie, the Zacharias, for Reggie, for Dr. Tillman. And they'll be here for the duration of the thing. So if y'all got questions for them, y'all can find them out in the audience. Thank y'all.